Now on Coast TV News.
Code Purple ending for the season, where homeless on the Cape can go.
A beached whale on the coast, what we know about its death and circumstances so far.
And it looks like we're in for another cloudy and chilly day before Friday finally kicks off the weekend.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Tense at the old Troop 7 lot in Lewis, one man working to bring them back. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with Code Purple at the Cape closing for the season.
Code Purple shelters kept the homeless indoors at night from December 1st to March 15th, but that's about to change. So in Lewis, the plans for the homeless were to return to an organized homeless encampment you just saw there on the highway. Coast TV News' Akia Jennings shows us how those plans have been delayed for a few weeks.
Cots lined up at St. Jude's the Apostle Church in Lewis. These makeshift beds have been there for 105 nights and will stay there until Saturday, March 15th.
We tried to maintain it at 21. The fire marshal allowed us to go even higher than that, but we felt that was too much to manage. There was a couple of nights where we actually had 25 guests here.
It's something Mike Agnew, site director for Code Purple at the Cape, is proud of.
So very successful.
He originally planned to reopen Taros, a homeless encampment at the old Troop 7 property, as soon as Code Purple closed. Last year, it provided a place for 28 men and women to stay. According to Agnew, this year, the reopening of Taros requires a conditional land use permit and approval from the Sussex County Council, as requested by the Meyer administration.
Our goal is to implement a structured solution that benefits everyone in the community and aligns with the Meyer administration's expectations.
As he works to reopen Taros, he's been able to successfully find shelter for people during the waiting period, thanks to Casa San Francisco's program manager, Gary Belcott.
We're happy to help them out, and as of today and tomorrow, we'll be able to take on 2 people, and we'll do the best that we can.
Agnew says the Meyer administration has been able to help with this through DHSS and housing vouchers, just one of the many steps needed to help those in need.
Now, Agnew says he's hopeful for a public hearing and council vote by the middle of April at the very earliest. We have some more background on the old Troop 7 site. It's not just tents that have been on that property. There's actually a salt barn on one side of the paved portion of the lot. That salt barn not as large as the ones in Ellendale and Georgetown, but DelDOT told Coast TV ahead of the winter they hoped that additional access will reduce salt trucks' travel times during winter storms.
It's a story you saw first on Coast TV News at 11. A 30-foot, 14-ton humpback whale stranded itself off Conquest Road. Since then, Mayor has spent the day performing an autopsy on the whale. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Delaware Seashore State Park. Emma, the whale has since been buried.
Charlie, just hours ago, a dead humpback whale was laying here on this sand. Right now, the whale is actually buried beneath this sand. You can see a little bit of remnants remaining behind me. And we're told there was no obvious signs of how she died. Mayor's Suzanne Thurman says they don't know what caused her death, but they're collecting tissue samples to learn all they can. Mayor says the whale was a female younger than 1 year old. Mayor says it's a tragic but also fascinating event to learn more about this giant mammal, something beachgoers will never forget.
I'd never seen anything like it. It was basically a big white blob. Then as it got closer, you could see there were black stripes, like a big round belly almost. It's an awesome sight. When you're used to seeing shells and seagulls and maybe a seal or a dolphin in the water, I mean, to see something that huge and that majestic, it's really an unbelievable sight.
Mayor said burying a whale under the sand actually helps the ecosystem and other organisms can feed on it. Live in Delaware Seashore State Park, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think causes most whale strandings?
Let's take a look at the results so far. Take a look at your screen. 67% say illness or injury, 8% say pollution, 8% say ship strikes, and 17% say natural causes, which again we will determine as time goes on.
If you haven't voted yet, you can do that. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
This might be hard to believe, but yes, we're in a drought. again. And today, Somerset County and Dorchester County have announced a ban on all outdoor burning as drought conditions persist. The burn ban applies to campfires, bonfires, fireworks, foliage burning, and trash burning. However, it does not apply to contained barbecue or charcoal grills.
And let's take a live look into Ocean City. We may be in a drought, but never doubt that our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, has the latest on the weather. Paul, what do you got?
Well, let's go ahead and update what's happening with that drought information because, believe it or not, we are still in the midst of that. We're looking at least a moderate amount of chance of drought conditions expected for us throughout most of the county. Now, as we take a look at this, you'll notice that it hasn't really moved by much. So we're still in the midst of a severe drought, particularly in and around the immediate St. Louis. Where am I at? In the immediate Louis area, but down for Seaford as well as Ocean View, we're at least at moderate drought. I mean, when you just have to really compare what's been happening for the season as a whole, generally speaking. Here's a look at what's happening outside. In Laurel, we're at 49 degrees, dew point temperature of 40. We're dropping down to 43 with partly cloudy skies and increasing cloud cover throughout the rest of tonight. Going into tomorrow, we're going to have another cloudy, clammy kind of a day. Today was so cloudy, we only warmed to 49 degrees for the high in Georgetown, 48 for the high today in Ocean City, and 55 for the high in Cambridge. Coming up, we do have brighter and warmer days ahead, Maddie, but I got to let you know about the timing of it in the full forecast.
Thank you. New tonight, one Delaware lawmaker is pushing to keep red dye 40 out of schools. State Senator Eric Buxton has introduced a bill that would ban foods and drinks with the synthetic dye from being sold during the school day in public and charter schools, citing concerns about potential effects on children's health. Now, red dye 40 is found in products like cereal, popsicles, chips, dairy, and more. The bill has since been assigned to the Senate Education Committee. And we have a lot more details on this right now on CoastTV.com.
As representatives from the U.S. and Canada meet in both countries amidst an ongoing trade war, President Trump is threatening to impose even more taxes on imported goods. NBC's Aaron Gilchrist shows us what new industries could be hit.
Now he's Secretary General of NATO.
President Trump upping the ante in the trade war with allies, threatening a 200% tax on alcohol from parts of Europe, costing big for that glass of wine or bubbly. The threat coming after the European Union placed a 50% tariff on U.S. whiskey, the president downplaying the pain to small businesses.
They're going to be so much richer than they are right now.
During his meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, not softening his tone on tariffs.
Now, I'm not going to bend at all. Aluminum or steel or cars. We're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio meeting with G7 diplomats in Canada trying to cool temperatures. And on the other side of the border, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and Canadian leaders talking tariffs in Washington, D.C. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers facing a crisis too, trying to avoid a government shutdown tomorrow night.
Democrats need to decide if they're going to support funding legislation that came over from the House or if they're going to shut down the government.
What the Republicans are doing is not a CR, it's a license to destroy. There are things in that that are utterly unacceptable, and it's a surrendering of the powers of Congress.
The tug of war on issues impacting the economy, adding to Americans' anxiety.
I think the situation is evolving quickly, and I think that, it's not quite clear how things are going to evolve.
Aaron Gilchrist, NBC News, Washington.
During the meeting with NATO Secretary General, the president called for Europe to step up with resources to help with ceasefire talks between Ukraine and Russia. U.S. negotiators are in Moscow, where Russian President Putin says he will support a pause in the fighting, but issues need to be discussed. Coming up, a look from above in Seaford as police investigate a deadly shooting. We'll hear what the local community has to say about the violence.
And take a look at the timing for the eclipse, actually. Now, unfortunately, clouds may get in the way, but here's a look at the timing anyway, in case you're going to be up in the early morning hours to take a look.
First, bringing awareness to service members will show you how one local author is remembering the real women of the Vietnam War. Up next.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Imagine an evening of sophistication where ambiance feels like a dream. Welcome to Benvenuto's Fine Dining in the city of Livorno, where elegance meets culinary excellence. Every detail is designed to elevate your night, perfect for intimate dining or a special event, piano music, and a stunning Tuscan atmosphere. Enjoy international cuisine crafted with fresh, local ingredients, offering a symphony of flavors, each course as unique as the next. Call ahead and create your own unforgettable multi-course dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
If you're an avid reader, you may have heard of the book The Women by Kristen Hanna. It's about the women who served in the Vietnam War. It's very popular, and it's shining light on that much maligned war, and also inspiring a series of lectures by local author Nancy Lynch. Lynch corresponded with troops as they were serving in the Vietnam War as part of her column. She's documented those stories in her book, Vietnam Mailbag, and is sharing those stories across the state right now. Nancy Lynch addresses the Ocean View Cheer Center. Her audience comprised of veterans and non-veterans alike, listening with rapt attention as she tells the story of the real women of Vietnam.
An Army Nurse Corps Lieutenant Diane King of Wilmington sent me one of the very first letters.
Lynch shares stories about local men and women who served, just like Dean Levering.
We went over there. We didn't want to go. They told us that's where we were going. That's where we did. We did what they told us.
Lynch's lecture is based on her book, Vietnam Mailbag, comprised of letters she received from our troops as part of her 5-year newspaper column during the war.
There's nothing else like it. As far as we know, no other state had a journalist corresponding one-on-one with his or her troops in Vietnam. To me, that's remarkable because, and I'm almost annoyed at that, because mail was so important to these guys. You know, it could make or break their day, so.
Through Lynch's work, unknown heroes come to life.
Lance Hall from Lewis originally, Air Force, he's an expat now. Larry Gum from Millsboro. He was both mayor and a fire chief in Millsboro. He was in the Navy and was a medic.
1, 2, 3.
Real women.
Lynch now travels the county, state, and country, not only raising awareness, but changing opinions, and maybe even some healing.
I actually think now that people have started to gain some respect for Vietnam veterans, because there's more and more books coming out now, more and more truths being uncovered about what actually went on over there, that people are starting to realize that not everyone was a baby killer or a murderer.
Lynch says her book fulfills a promise she made to her guys, as she calls them.
His words mean something. They really, really do.
A tribute to the troops, so many just teenagers who, whether they are here or not, are no longer forgotten. Lynch's lectures continue throughout the state, and we have the full list and more on Lynch herself right now on CoastTV.com. For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Baths by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
This week at Johnny Janosic, get bonus coupon savings of 15% off, 20% off, and for the first time ever, up to 25% off your purchase. Plus 0% interest for 12 months. Going on now only at Johnny Janosic.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico. The hot new trend, packing outfits for spring break vacation. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Let Johnny Janosic help make your outdoor space more relaxing and enjoyable. Shop now and take 10% off all outdoor clearance items. And remember to take advantage of our great financing options for a limited time only at Johnny Janosic.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself, in flooring to ensure you not only have the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection flows seamlessly with your remodel.
They know the litany and the bandwidth of products within your budget and based upon your design that can fit your needs.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
It might have been cloudy today, but it was still a pretty pleasant day nonetheless. A bit on the chilly side, and so you still need your long sleeves for Friday. But then this weekend, we're going to hook you up with a nice couple of days with temperatures near or above 70 degrees. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laurel at about 49 degrees right now as we speak, dropping down to 44 by 8 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Today we warmed only up to about 49 degrees for the high. Now, mind you, that's not quite where the norm is for this time of the year, but that's okay. We can handle a little discomfort, can't we? And we'll have a little discomfort for Friday, because when you think about it, we were between 3 to 6 degrees lower than we were just yesterday. But remember, yesterday we dropped by 17 degrees. So, everything's relative in how you deal with it the day before. 48 degrees right now in Milton, as well as Georgetown, 46 degrees currently in Delmar, 52 right now in Seaford. We do have some very blustery conditions along the beaches. A newly issued small craft advisory is in effect until 2 o'clock Friday from the Lewis Beach, Rehoboth down to Ocean View and Fenwick Island. This is watching out for about 20 to 25 mile per hour winds. Also going to stay a little breezy until 1 o'clock Friday for Ocean City down towards Chincoteague as well. We're not expecting it on the other side of the Delmarva Peninsula. In fact, we're going to stay relatively quiet as a low pressure system, really weak one actually, begins to kind of drift out towards deeper waters of the Atlantic. So tonight we start off in the low 40s, 41 for example in Milton, Greenwood, Seaford, and Delmar, with mostly cloudy skies. Breaking down tomorrow's expectation, we start off really cloudy, really dreary, but we'll start seeing a peak of sunshine by the time we get to lunchtime, and we'll keep that peak of sunshine. Now, not a whole lot. I'm not promising a whole lot of sunshine, but at least a peak of some sunshine in the afternoon hours. For Friday morning, early in the morning, we're at 43 degrees. And then for Friday afternoon, in the evening, we stay cloudy along the beach, but we have more sunshine in Milton, Millsboro, and Selbyville. So depending on where you are is how bright Friday will be and feel. We could get a random sprinkle early Saturday morning in Long Neck and Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach as well, but we're going to stay cloudy at the start of Saturday, but it really will break up by the time we get into the evening hours, and the winds coming out of the south is going to help set us up for a nice day on Sunday. Now for Friday early in the morning, we start off 39 in Seaford, 40 in Del Mar, 42, for example, in Salisbury, Millsboro, 40 degrees, 40 in Allendale. Now we go through the timeline here a little bit more, and by 6 o'clock, we're looking at it being clear in Seaford, Del Mar, Georgetown, Ellendale, but we're going to stay half and half in Millsboro, but we'll stay very cloudy in Selbyville, as well as Long Neck and the Lewis area. Saturday, everybody's cloudy, okay? but we're looking at a possible random sprinkle, but we're going to warm up nicely by the time we get to Saturday afternoon, well into the 50s. Our chances of precipitation will go up a little bit on Saturday, more on Sunday, and then escalate all the way on Monday. So we're looking for the scattered showers to begin to kind of push through for Monday at about 6:30 in the morning. We're looking at that line. It's going to push on through. So 40 degrees for tonight, 51 for tomorrow, 64 for us on Saturday. And as you take a look, here's what we're expecting as we go throughout the timeline here. We're anticipating it's going to be a little rainy on Sunday and Monday.
Thank you, Paul. The Cambridge South Dorchester Viking boys basketball team heading to the state championship game on Friday. We'll have live coverage starting at 1:30 p.m. on the Delmarva Sports Network. Tune in at 2 p.m. for live analysis and chat with the DSN crew. This is all part of the Wawa watch party for the state championship against the Seed School.
Coming up tonight on DSN at 8:30, IMG Blue takes on Keystone Academy in boys basketball. Then tune in for the final score at 10:30.
And coming up, a Seaford shooting causing fear. What we're learning tonight. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
At Patio Systems, integrity is the pillar of our craft, creating outdoor havens that stand the test of time. Expand your outdoor season with the Shore's best selection of screen and glass enclosures, pergolas, retractable awnings, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems. Visit our new showroom location on Coastal Highway and experience our products firsthand, or schedule a free consultation with our friendly staff. Now is the perfect time to call Patio Systems, locally owned and operated since 2001.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
Is your energy bill punching you in the gut? At Shagrin Home Comfort Products, we can help you fight back with the latest energy-efficient heating and air conditioning systems, tankless water heaters, and gas fireplaces, all designed to keep your home comfortable while lowering your energy cost. Take control of your electric bill today. Stop in our state-of-the-art showroom in the Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth, or give us a call at 302-644-7700. Shagrin Home Comfort Products, home comfort you can count on.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Lewis Auto Mall. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Encore, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers, reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Developing news out of Seaford, where a shooting left 1 man dead and 3 others hurt. Here's our Coast Copter above the scene Wednesday night at Collins Avenue. Delaware State Police say a large fight broke out and several unidentified suspects fired multiple rounds at the victims. DSP says the 23-year-old Seaford man died at the hospital. A 19, 21, and 23-year-old also hurt. One neighbor says she rushed out of her home to see someone being put in an ambulance.
It's just hurtful because all three of them I knew. So it's just painful to know that this is what our young kids are ending up doing. The park is meant for the kids, and you can't bring the kids to the park. I don't come to the park.
In response to the shooting, the Seaford School District shifted to remote learning today as the shooting was around the corner from the high school. And we're breaking this all down right now on CoastTV.com.
To consumer news now, gas prices are down slightly since January amid fears of a possible recession. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of regular gas stands at $3.08. But in Sussex County, it's actually lower. The current average is around $2.80. Prices at the pump have been dropping consistently since July, and oil prices have dropped 11% since January.
Walmart caught in the middle of an escalating trade war between the U.S. and China. Last week, Bloomberg reported the retail giant was trying to find a solution to tariff woes by asking some of its Chinese suppliers for significant price cuts to offset the tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. According to state media, Chinese officials summoned Walmart executives to investigate those claims. In a possible warning, it added that Chinese authorities could take action. Walmart says tasks with suppliers were aimed at saving money for millions of customers.
And now here is a live look into Dover. One more check at the forecast is coming up right after the break.
Save floor $100 on new floors now at Carpet and Tile Mart. Mohawk had a rhino live on Smart Strand carpet for 2 weeks. With eco-friendly soap and water, the carpet cleaned up good as new, making wild look mild.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Your dream home isn't just built, it's crafted. And at Bay to Beach Builders, every detail matters. Bay to Beach Builders is honored to be recognized by the National Association of Home Builders Best in American Living. With our state-of-the-art design studio, you create an experience tailored to your lifestyle. From Amish craftsmanship to innovative design, we bring passion and precision to every home. Let's build something extraordinary together. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
Carlos just started working a construction job. When his foreman told him to take a shovel, get down in the ditch, and help dig out some underground cables, he didn't hesitate. Unfortunately, the company didn't have a trench box, and when the sides collapsed, Carlos was trapped under thousands of pounds of sandy soil. Construction accidents are often the result of the company's failure to make a plan to keep its workers safe. If you or a loved one were seriously injured in a construction accident, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
Save floor $100 on new floors now at Carpet and Tile Mart. Get soft, durable, easy to clean Smart Strand carpet at $400 off. See store for details. Visit a Carpet and Tile Mart Supercenter or carpetmart.com today.
Each Friday, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV. You can sign up now for our Feel Good Friday newsletter for free at coasttv.com/signup.
Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City. Hey, we're looking at a little bit of beach right here. Yeah, that's when you know that the worm is turning as far as the seasons are concerned. Staying with the cloud cover in place and 44 degrees for us. Our umbrella winner, Ella Smith. That's actually my mom's name, but she doesn't live in Lincoln. Lincoln, Delaware. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecasts by calling. It's just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We are calling for a yellow alert day on Monday, so just kind of keep that in mind.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more of our local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.